Two. Hello and welcome to Full Follow. With me today, I have Kody King. How you doing, Kody?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. So, for starters, tell my viewers a little bit about yourself, please.
I'm Cody. I'm 17 years old and I drive asphalt super late models and pro late models.
So, Kody, my next question is, how long have you been doing it?
I started racing when I was 6 years old. Um, and then last year was my first year in the super, and I started racing full body stock cars at 12 years old.
Oh, awesome, Kody. So, so what's the racing like here in Iowa? I have a bunch of people that I interview around the country. You're you're one of the first to come on the program from Iowa. So, do you like racing in Iowa, or do you want to get into NASCAR?
In the asphalt world, there's not too much going on here in Iowa, unfortunately. We're mostly a dirt racing based state. I run Hawkeye Downs weekly when I can. We didn't run last year full time. I won the 2022 championship there, and I'm hoping to do it again next year. Other than that, we really have to branch out. We run a lot in the Wisconsin area on the ASA Midwest Tour, and then some up in Minnesota, Illinois, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so do you have a desire to be in NASCAR since that's asphalt and you go around in circles? Imagine being in a car for 500, 400 miles. Is that something you want to do?
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into it. Mostly funding based, honestly. Um, I'm trying to figure out how we can take that next step, but I don't know. I'd like obviously yes, I'd like to end up in the higher ranks in NASCAR, but what we're doing now is pretty cool. We're still running 200-300 lap races in asphalt super late models, and it gives me that experience almost without actually doing it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, Cody, tell my viewers what kind of got you interested in racing.
So my godfather, who's also my shop teacher at school, he was always racing and around it, and my grandpa also raced back in the day, and so my dad and my godfather were best friends, and it was kind of a team effort. They decided to put together a go-kart program just for fun around here, and then we just started doing really well and went to the national stuff, and then moved to Bandoleros, and then legend cars and late models, and now supers, and that was kind of the progression. They all started racing dirt. We didn't have too much ties in the asphalt, and so we just met some really good people along the way who helped us on that side.
Yeah, so tell tell me, um, is this your first major interview? And if so, if not, who have you been interviewed by before?
I've been interviewed quite a bit. More recently, I was on the Casey Campo podcast. And then back when I was younger, I used to go on the Jack Dodson podcast a lot. And just here and there, running the ASA Midwest tour, I got interviewed quite a bit by Track TV and others there. I can't think of names off the top of my head, but I've done quite a bit. But I'm honored to be on the podcast here.
Yeah. Um, so t tell us, what are your goals for next year?
I hope to run for the ASA Midwest Tour Rookie of the Year, and also run for a championship alongside that. Just because we're going to be running the full season, but realistic goal is to get Rookie of the Year in that, and then I think we're going to try to run um, a couple bigger races and hope to get my feet wet there and do well. And like I said, I also want to try to run for a Hockey Annals championship again.
Yeah. So, so, uh, who would you like to thank before we wrap this up?
All my sponsors, whew, Farmer State Bank, Clear Lake Boats, Helps Drain Cleaning Service, Omens Performance, King Enterprises, Pathfinder Chassis, obviously there, MPM Marketing, Coltman Farms Racing, especially, they're my main sponsor, and they're a huge part of our program. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. Um, I'd also like to thank Cornelia Fireworks. I got their shirt on today. Um, um, and then I think that's about it, really. Dynamic Drive Lines, American Insurance, American Family Insurance, and I think that's it. Obviously, my family, my friends, everyone who helps me. Um, Obviously, their support's huge, and all my partners.
Well, so I just have one more follow-up question before we let you go, and that is, what do you hope people take away from you coming on this program tonight or today?
Um, just kind of who I am. I'm from Iowa, from the same place you are, and so it's really great to do an interview with another Iowa boy, and just honestly bring awareness to Iowa racers. There's a lot of well, not even Iowa, just Midwest in general. There's a lot of young up and coming guys that really don't get the recognition I feel like they deserve.
Yeah, I echo the same thoughts. So this has been Full Follow with Justin Butler. Until next time, check out like and subscribe button if you're new. And on behalf of me and Kody, I'd like to thank you for watching. Goodbye, everyone.